Today I want to talk to you about the new Ranked Rework coming in 2019. This is a really cool change to see Riot give us a pretty big heads up of, hey, we're going to be changing a lot of stuff. What do you guys think? So they want a lot of community feedback and stuff like that. And that's basically what this video is. I'm going to be showing you the potential upcoming changes, what it's going to look like, and what it's going to mean for the community and my opinions on it. All right, let's just jump right into it. So basically Fortnite's really big and it's growing really fast, and League of Legends wants to get some of that growth too. So they're actually trying to improve their game. Thank God. This is really cool. The biggest aspect and most addicting aspect of League of Legends is the ranked play, which is why this whole thing is going to be focused on ranked, as the title suggests. The first change that's going to be made next season in 2019 has to do with provisionals. Riot wants to implement a provisional rank. Previously, whenever you're doing your 10 placement games or provisional games, you had to play 10 games, but before you'd actually finish 10 games, you have no idea what you're going to be placed or what it looks like. Now, after playing your first game, you'll have a general idea of where you're going to be put. So let's say you were gold 5 last season. Now in the new season, it's probably going to put you at your provisional rank after game 1 around silver 5. Provisional rank will always be lower than your actual rank from last season. However, a loss will not make your provisional rank go down. So after the first game, if it says you're silver 5, even if you lose the rest of the 9 games, you won't be placed lower than silver 5. However, if you win a game, it'll highly increase your rank. So for example, you're gold 5 last season. After winning your first provisional, it says you're silver 5. If you lose all 9 games, you'll be placed silver 5. However, if you win the next 9 games, it'll probably place you around silver 1 or silver 2. The concept is to make you not feel like it is a constant give and pull. If you lose a placement game, you're being punished. Instead, you can feel like going into placement games not being as stressed out. And even if you do really bad, you're not going to feel like you're getting punished as much, even though you are. This is mainly for new players or for people lower in elo. If you're diamond or higher in elo, this won't really affect you, because if you're diamond or higher, even if you do really badly on your placement games, it won't really place you any lower than Platinum 1. That's just the rule. Platinum 1 is the highest you can be placed, and if you are on a brand new fresh account, the highest you can be placed is Plat 4. No complaints with these changes. I think they're really good. Giving more transparency with the placement games or provisional games is nice for newer players or lower elo players, for them to have some idea of where they're going to get placed and not be as frustrated about it. The next change is rank per role. So now, instead of having an overall ranking, let's pretend you're gold 5, you'll be ranked per that specific role. So if you're a gold 5 jungler, you could be a plat 1 top laner, or you could be a bronze 1 top laner. It just depends on how well you perform in that role. This may not make a lot of sense, but what it's designed to do is to help balance teams with autofills. So if you traditionally only put jungle and mid lane and you're around a plat 5 level, but there's not enough people on right then, or trying to put you in a match, it might autofill you as a top laner. You might be a garbage top laner. You might be plat 5, plat 1 at everything else, but your top lane might be at a silver or gold level. This allows the system to adjust for that. That way you're not screwing over your team, and that way you're not getting fudge pounded in game. This will also stop the worst player from determining a game, because as it is right now, whoever the most autofilled person on your team is most likely going to be the one to lose the game rather than the best player winning the game. Another thing that this will do is it'll increase player skill as a whole and help to stop volatile one-trick players. So instead of someone getting to diamond playing only jungle, and this way of having ranks for different roles, you'll be incentivized to play different roles. So instead of maybe being diamond 5 because you're shoving all your time into one position, that diamond 5 jungle main now might be a plat 2 jungle main, but he'll be plat in other roles as well. This will help that player to have a better understanding of the game as a whole and improve as a player, rather than being a volatile one trick or one lane player who doesn't really understand the game and just goes into it with a very narrow mindset. This will also help to de-stretch or unstretch the skill gap between the top and the bottom. Currently, the skill level difference between bronze players, silver players, and diamond players is insane. Those divisions have a massive saturation of players across the board, and this will help to stretch it down a little bit, because like I said, instead of one player just funneling all their time into one role or position, they'll spend more time overall in other positions. helping them to get a better understanding of the game, bringing down the massive disparity in each of the tiers, making games overall more fun and competitive. Another thing that this change is targeted to do is make League of Legends less monotonous. You won't reach your peak elo and be stuck there playing what got you there. So for example, let's say you're Jace top lane one trick, you reach your peak elo, you're plat 1 Jace one trick. The issue is if you queue up as anything else as a mid laner or a bot laner, you're going to be really crappy because you got to plat 1 playing as a Jace. So if you pick anything else, you're going to get crushed, ruin your elo, and ruin the game for your team. Now instead of you getting into a position where you can't get down like a cat stuck in a tree, now you can just queue up as something else and you'll be fine. You no longer have to buy extra accounts to practice other roles or champions. The system will automatically take care of it for you, which I think is a really good change. One thing that really sucks is that Master and Challenger players are going to get shafted out of this because the Master and Challenger player pool isn't big enough to allow for this diversity and overall canceling out autofill. This is one of the big reasons why I didn't like playing in Master tier anyways, is because of the number of autofills and the queue time. So it's understandable why they can't implement this system for Master and Challenger players in the upcoming season. Another big change that they're going to be rolling out is competitive intent, which is essentially giving you bonuses for winning on your secondary role. As it currently stands, if somebody is a mid lane main and they get put as a support or an AD carry, odds are they're not going to try. They're going to pick a champion they don't understand or just a champion they don't really care about because they don't care about that role. That's not every player, but it's very common. So essentially competitive intent is bribing people to play whenever they don't get what they want. I think this is a really good idea and will help out a lot, especially in lower elos where people don't necessarily care about climbing. It will help people to stay focused on the game and not ruin it for their teammates who are taking it more seriously than they are. The next big change being rolled out in the upcoming season is milestones and goals. Currently, bronze, silver, and diamond are way too diluted and the skill range is all across the map. There's a massive difference between a D5 player and a D1 player, which is naturally very unhealthy for the matchmaking system. Same thing with bronze and silver. Different factors play into this, such as boosting. Plats pay for boost to diamond, and silver and bronze players are extremely inconsistent in their play, mainly because they don't take rank seriously. So even if they know how to play somewhat well, they will go into rank picking champions they don't know or builds they've never played before. To counteract these tiers being so diluted, they are going to be adding 2 new tiers to help balance it out, to give the weight somewhere to fall. For example, we have bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and challenger right now. They will be adding 2 more tiers, most likely one in between bronze and silver and one in between platinum and diamond. If I had to guess the names, I'd say it would probably be iron and onyx. So iron in between bronze and silver and onyx in between platinum and diamond. I think that would be pretty cool. Adding 2 tiers is kind of annoying because you're going to have to play a lot more promo games to climb, and promo games are just naturally very frustrating. So to counteract this, they are going to be lowering the number of divisions per tier, which has thus far been 5 divisions. So for example, bronze 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for every tier such as bronze, silver, and gold, they have 5 divisions. Now they're going to be lowering it to 4 in the upcoming season to help counteract the extra 2 tier addition. I would personally prefer if they lowered the number of divisions per tier down to 3. So instead of having silver 1 through 5, you would have silver 3 through 1. I think that would be a lot cooler and make it to where players can feel more proud of where they are in their tier. Having 5 divisions or 4 divisions in a tier just seems like a lot to me. I would also like them to change promos a little bit. So for example, whenever you're climbing out of silver 1 into gold 5, you have to play best of 5 games. So you have to win 3 out of 5 games to advance. To counteract the extra 2 tiers, I'd like to see them change it down to best 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 5. I think that would make it a lot more enjoyable climbing. The next big change is adding splits. So currently with each season, there are no splits. It's just one season throughout. So if you've never played before, you play your placement games. Let's say you finish the season at gold 5. Then you are going to be getting a gold border for the next season to play throughout. Now what they're going to be doing is dividing the season into 3 splits. So you're going to have split 1, 2, and 3. This will give you a better idea of how you're doing without having to wait a full season to see your rewards. Your rank won't be reset between seasons. So if you're gold 5 at the end of split 1 season 9, in split 2 you will still be gold 5. You will be unlocking your border as soon as you finish your placement games or provision games. This will be a lot more rewarding for rank to see these immediate rewards. Instead of having to wait the whole season to get your border, you can get it immediately in that split. This will be really nice. So if you spend a whole split grinding really hard, you can show off your border without having to wait till end of season for everyone to see it. These changes are going to be going through next season because they want to make League of Legends a more fun environment. The only thing in question is what are they going to tweak and change? That's what is being left up to the community right now. So up to us. We're supposed to be giving Riot our feedback through our comments and questions to help perfect this system and make it great for everybody. I personally think this is a massive step in the right direction, making ranked more rewarding, seeing more instant rewards with borders and things like that, knowing what's going on in your placement games, your provisional games. Also, fighting the war on autofill is amazing. That's just my opinion though. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think this is good for the community? Do you think this is bad? I'm interested to see what you have to say. If you did enjoy this video and want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah.